best performers take center stage every week on Spotlight. Heard live on air from the KYLA Studios and seen live online through our streaming channel. The best local talent delivered straight to you the way only we can. Spotlight, exclusively on 103.5.
KYLA. No, you are not dreaming, because we are currently having Spotlight this early in the morning. Yes, it is 11:05 on the clock. First time check brought to us by Fujidenzo, where you get reliable, durable, and energy efficient appliances. Joining me today are two very lovely, multi-talented artists who have a bunch of achievements already under their belt. Let us introduce first Struggle. And we will be, talking about why she is called Struggle, but her name is actually Gail, obviously. And of course, we have joining her also is LIAN.
Hi.
Hello, girls, lovely ladies joining me today. First of all, I want to say you guys look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Why?
Wow.
The question is why agad?
Why? Because we're in front of you.
Oh my goodness.
I
love that. Kasi not everybody has, the willpower to wake up this early and look that gorgeous. So I applaud you girls. But again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys are ready for a very intimate performances from you guys, and of course the little interview portion that we have. First of all, let's talk to Gail muna. Gail, I want to know why Struggle?
Why Struggle?
Yes.
I mean, I guess growing up, I always had difficulty siguro parang owning the fact that we have so many hardships and struggles in life. So I got tired of playing the victim card, you know what I mean? So
Yes.
parang kinuha ko na yung mga struggles na yun na sa akin na yun. It helps me become who I am.
Yes, own it, girl.
Yes.
Basically own all of the struggles, and you are who you are because of your struggles.
Exactly.
Right? I love that. For you naman, LIAN, my first question is, I was reading through your sort of bio, and it says you are an incoming master's student at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel as an artist?
It makes me feel proud, and at the same time, it makes me feel a renewed sense of commitment to my craft.
I love that. Was that
Yeah.
something that you always wanted to get into, music?
So when I was at college, I was taking my degree in English Lit, and I remember, I think it was my second year, third year, that I was telling my mom, can I move to the College of Music, ganyan. But then she encouraged me to just finish and then come back to it later in life. I mean, that's always possible, so I'm doing that now.
I love that for you. First, you get something that your parents wanted, and now you're doing something for yourself. Ayan. So, you do have a bit of performances, songs that you prepared for us, right? 3 songs each, if I believe. Nagreklamo nga ako kanina, bakit wala kayong duet? But you guys are not a duo pala. You guys are separate artists, and you guys both have different sounds while you were doing your your sound checks. Kanina, si Gail was more on the jazzy side of things. Tapos ikaw naman, LIAN, you're more parang, how would I explain it? Parang very malinaw. How would you describe your music?
I mean, I'm struggling to describe what it is.
The struggle is
like-
real.
It's because I've experimented with a lot of genres too. It's like I've done ballads, I've done acoustic, I've done pop and R&B, so it's just kind of like a fusion of everything, I suppose.
It's a plethora
Yeah.
of genres. So who will be performing first for us today?
Me.
Gails. Okay, so your first song is entitled Next to Me.
Yes.
Is this an original song?
Yes, it's an original song. I'm sorry. I wrote it, and it's actually the new single that I have out.
Oh.
Yes. So
What is the story behind
the
Next to Me?
story is about missing someone that is next to you. So it doesn't make any sense,
It doesn't.
right? Why do I miss you? You're right there. Pero
Yeah.
parang biglang nag-iba yung friend mo, whoever that is. So, ooh.
Low-key relate.
You can relate, right?
That's why I'm super excited to listen to this one live right here at the KYLA Studios. Here's Gail to sing her track Next to Me, only here on 103.5 KYLA.
Da 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 da, ba da ba ba ba. After something I did or something I said, di ko alam ba't ka biglang tumahimik. Do I try too hard or should I not at all? You give me mixed signs at sobra kang pa-fall. I miss the days when you would blush just at my name, when all of it felt real and not a stupid game. Sometimes I do not even recognize your face, but in my head I wish to you I could say, how can I miss someone next to me? For some reason you feel so far away. How can I miss someone next to me? For some reason you feel so far away. There are times that you make me feel like I'm everything, and then there are days you act like you don't know me. Ano ba talaga ang iyong nararamdaman? Seryoso ka ba sa akin or weather lang? I miss the days when you would blush just at my name, when all of it felt real and not a stupid game. Sometimes I do not even recognize your face, but in my head I wish to you I could say, how can I miss someone next to me? For some reason you feel so far away. How can I miss someone next to me? For some reason you feel so far away. How can I miss someone next to me? For some reason you feel so far away. How can I miss someone next to me? For some reason you feel so far away. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
That was Gail with Next to Me right here on 103.5 KLIGHT for Spotlight. Oh my goodness. Can I just say, that song sounded so happy, but it is so sad.
I love it. That's my goal.
That was your goal,
Yeah.
to sort of hide the sadness behind the melody.
That's
So-
how I deal with life. So
Oh my goodness.
You know?
Just put you with a smile on your face. But tell
Yeah.
me, who actually sort of helped you produce this track?
oh, the lovely lady right next to me. Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, because it started as more of like a city pop, indie pop sort of song. And then
okay.
she was like, I kind of hear it being a jazz song, Gail. So then now it's a jazz song because of her.
Yeah, I just heard a version. Not to invalidate like the
Oh,
first
yeah, yeah.
version, but it was just like, what if we did a jazz version of this? I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it, and then I had it arranged. We got in the studio, recorded her, and then now it's out there.
And the rest is magic. Literally,
Yes.
it's so good because honestly, you wouldn't even think of it as like a sad song when you
Yeah.
hear it, but when you actually listen to the lyrics, it hurts. I don't know if it hurts extra because relate the whole, but maybe that's the reason why.
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, Lian, I have a question for you. So, since you have multiple awards actually or nominations as well, coming into the world of music, has it always been a struggle, or was it something that you were ready to be pushing towards too?
I think at the start, like the first 2 years, I had a hard time because my personality, I kind of tend to be introverted, so the sudden sort of like press and publicity was really hard to deal with, and yeah, that was a bit of a challenge for me coming from, I used to work in advertising, so
see.
parang very behind the scenes
Yes.
type, so it was a bit of an adjustment talaga.
but now you are enjoying it
Yeah,
completely.
I'm
And
embracing it now.
you write your own songs as well.
Yes.
So if si Gail, she writes based on her personal experiences. Ikaw naman, do you as well write based
Yeah.
on your experiences?
So, based on my experiences then, and then minsan it's a line that I hear in a restaurant. Somebody's talking about chismosa. Or just something that you hear randomly, maybe also in a movie or a story from somebody, and then it kind of sparks an idea in you, and then you just run from there.
I love that because that means your brain is just very creative to get something from the real world experiences and then turn it into a song. That means the brain power that you must have. Okay, so you're the next performer that we have. The song is called Yun Ka.
Yes.
What is the story behind this?
So this song, it's a cover. It was written by Mr. Venny Saturno,
Okay.
and I did this as part of the OST of Ang Provinciano. So it's the theme song, I think, of Coco Jul, if I'm not mistaken.
I see.
Yeah. So it's one of my the songs that are close to my heart, just because it's always been a dream of mine to be able to sing for TV shows and things like that. So yeah.
Dream come true for
Yes,
you
yes.
indeed. But we will be diving further into more personal stuff later on. No, I'm just kidding. Not too personal, but we do want to get to know you more later on. But first, we want to hear your rendition of Yun Ka right here live on the K-Lite Studios. Here's Lian on 103.5 K-Lite.
Unang kita pa lang sa'yo'y nabihag mo. Sa ngiti mo na kay tamis ay nakita ko. Araw-araw kitang naisip, kasama ka hanggang sa panaginip. Bakit nga bang puso'y di mapigil na umibig sa'yo? Yun ka nahanap ko sa tuwina. Yun kang sa'kin nagpapaligaya kapag nag-iisa. Saya lalo at kasama, nalilimutan ang problema kapag kapiling ka. Ano mang pagpawalan akong ibigin ka. Kung sakaling hindi nagmahal ng iba, araw-araw kitang naisip, kasama ka hanggang sa panaginip. Bakit nga bang puso'y di mapigil na umibig sa'yo? Nahanap ko sa tuwina, yun kang sa'kin nagpapaligaya kapag nag-iisa. Yun ka, nagkaisaya lalo at kasama, nalilimutan ang problema kapag kapiling ka. Yun ka nahanap ko sa tuwina, yun kang sa'kin nagpapaligaya kapag nag-iisa. Yun ka,
was Lian with Yun Ka right here on 103.5 K-Light. Grabe, nakakakilabot. Yung boses mo. Yan, may hampasan na po na nangyayari.
Oo nga, sabi ko, thank you po. That's her a show of affection.
I love that. There are people like that talaga,
Yes.
na yung nakahampas.
Love
Very
language.
excited.
You and I both.
Oh, diba?
You and I both. So, Lian, tell me, when you were you were picked to sort of do your rendition of this song now, how did that make you feel, especially when you found out that it was going to be featured on a TV show like Provinciano?
Yeah, so two emotions. One, very excited, and one also very nervous. I was like, really? Like imposter syndrome.
Like, who is this girl?
I know. I was like,
does she deserve this?
I know, exactly. I was like, what? Really? And then Sir Jonathan Manalo, who was the one who approached me for it, he was like, no, kasi bagay yung basically, it was like, bagay yung boses mo for the intent of the song and the scene. Eh. So I'm just glad na, I mean, bumagay siya, and a lot of people really love that song from me, so I'm just very grateful. But it was very nerve-wracking at the start. I was like,
Did you ever expect yourself to actually be singing a track now will be featured on TV?
no.
No,
No,
not
no,
at all.
no.
Even being as a musician, you just wanted to perform, not parang an OST person.
My biggest dream before was to be a wedding singer.
Oh.
Yeah, so I wanted to soundtrack yung pag-walk down the aisle ng isang bride. So I guess in a way, maybe I like being the soundtrack to things, or at least helping. So yeah, I don't think it was in my bucket list. What was in my bucket list was I wanted to write an original song for a movie. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Parang bagay kasi kaboses ni Miss Nora Jones, si Miss Gail.
Yeah.
Ay.
Parang you should write for her and then parang ship it over to Nora Jones. Go like, ito po yung alay namin.
Yeah, I
Diba?
think we did write a song together though, so that was fun.
You
Yeah.
did. And are you guys going to be performing that for us today?
Oh no, it's for different artists.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm so sorry,
oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Why do you have to do me like that, guys? Trust
Maybe
it.
next time we'll
Next
make
time.
a
Next
duet
time
for
I
us
will.
to.
Yes, I will be expecting that. Okay, so let's go back to Gail naman. Gail, you said you write mostly about your experiences. I want to know, how did you sort of start your process becoming a songwriter? What was the first experience that triggered that?
Oh my god. Okay, so I always wanted to become a songwriter, pero ano eh, I was mostly a cover artist in the States. And I was really like trying to find my own color, my own identity, but I was so used to like copying other people per
Yeah.
se. So one time, actually the next song that I'm gonna sing, it's the very first song that I wrote.
Ooh.
First song that I released because I was, struggling with myself, and it was during a time where like lo-fi was really super sikat on Facebook and everything. So I was like, I want to pretend to be like those people. Like, why don't I just pretend to throw a song into the universe and see, baha, people will like it, that kind of thing. And this song, I started this because I just heard a beat online. And I was like, shucks, ang ganda. And I couldn't get it out of my head. And I started humming. And I was like, but parang bagay. So I went with the humming to where words started to follow. And it just became a one-night thing. And I wrote the first song that I ever...
In one night.
Yeah, because I was so inspired. I was the only one at home with all the lights off, with my computer on.
I love that. With all
Yeah.
the LED lights.
LED lights and everything. I was like, this is the vibe.
It is a vibe. The
Yeah.
lo-fi vibes talaga. So
Yeah.
was that something that you were into yourself, the lo-fi type of music?
Yes. I mean, I grew up with a lot of different musical influences, nujabes and everything, but there was something about lo-fi that was like mixed with some sort of jazz that really strikes me different.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the perfect background music when you're studying,
Exactly.
cleaning even.
Right.
I don't know. There's something about lo-fi. I think they have some special something
Some science,
in there.
something behind it.
So the story behind your next track, it's called Make You Smile.
Yeah.
It's an overnight thing. Is it based on a personal experience, or was it literally, okay, tell me the story.
Personal experience again. So, there was a guy that I really liked. Parang childhood crush siguro. Mga 8 years long yung crush na yun.
That's not a crush, girl.
I mean, I don't know. I'm dumb, so. But I don't know. I guess I needed some sort of inspiration for the song, and then I thought, why not him? So then, when I wrote the song, I finished it or whatever, and once I released it, like I lost feelings. So parang, that was the way pala. So ito yung siguro
Taylor
strategy.
Swift mo.
I Taylor Swift it. So like now when I see him, it's fine. He's engaged. I'm happy for you. I'm not hurt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Did he know that
No.
the song? Okay.
Oh, no.
Do you have plans on telling him?
Maybe on a drunken night. Who knows?
And when you do that, let me know, because I want to know how that goes.
I will, girl. He'll
I'm
make fun of
chismos.
me. Why not?
All right, I really want to hear this track now, since you told me the story about it. But here to perform live at the KLITE studio, here's Gail with her track called "Make You Smile," only here on 103.5 KLITE.
I'll make you smile. Forget about it for a while. We're out here on a summer night. I'll be with you, partners in crime. Baby, don't cry. I promise you will be alright. Don't let them take away your light. Happy you's my favorite side. I'll make you smile. Forget about it for a while. We're out here on a summer night. I'll be with you, partners in crime. Baby, don't cry. I promise you will be alright. Don't let them take away your light. Happy you's my favorite. Now I may never be the person you would ever like, but any war, trust that I would be right by your side. On the exterior, you act all tough, superior. I don't like candy, but I like you, and you're a whole lot sweeter. Tell me you hurt you, they could catch these hands. No, I'm not bugging, in fact, I'm dead ass. It's nice to see you laughing and cracking up so much that you're clapping. Make it last this evening, who needs the stars when you be beaming? Make you smile. Forget about it for a while. We're out here on a summer night. I'll be with you, partners in crime. Baby, don't cry. I promise you will be alright. Don't let them take away your light. Happy you's my favorite. I'll make you smile. Forget about it for a while. We're out here on a summer night. Be with you, partners in crime. Baby, don't cry. I promise everything's alright. Don't let them take away your light. Happy you's my favorite. I'll make you smile. And that's it. Struggle, make you smile, guys.
I honestly was not expecting that rap part.
Oh, really?
I was not. Because of, like, the lo-fi beats and then how you sing it. That was biglang may rap. What made you, think? I mean, what made you decide that you wanted to put rap into that track?
Because as a cover artist as well, I do rap sometimes.
You do?
Yeah. And I was like, kaya ko ba for myself? Ganon. Let's try it.
Sometimes I want to do something for myself talaga eh.
Yeah, why
not, right?
Yeah, experiment, because you never know.
I really love that track, honestly, because it sort of, I don't know why, but it sort of reminded me of like age reveal, yung parang MySpace days,
I feel you, 100%. Good times.
Right?
Simple
Parang
times.
Simple times. I love that. medyo na age reveal tayo.
Okay lang, pareho
lang
tayo.
yan. Okay lang yan. Okay, let's go back to Lian naman. Lian, I want to know, since I already asked Gail about how her songwriting journey started. What about you? How did you start your journey as an artist naman?
So for me, I was similar to Gail. I was also doing covers. And then when Sir Jonathan approached me, he was the one who was like, okay, as an artist, the bread and butter of an artist is original songs. So at the time, I just wrote poetry. I didn't write any songs. This was in 2018.
Before the pandemic.
Yeah, before the pandemic. And I took up his challenge to just write my own material. And I just started enjoying the process. And from there, just wrote my own songs, wrote songs for other people, and yeah.
And you are now writing for artists like Beanie, Kakay Bautista. My goodness. Imagine the progress talaga, literally. 2018, that's math.
9, 10, 11, 12, 5 years
5 years.
ago.
Nax. Grabe.
5 years ago.
Do you remember the first song that you ever wrote?
So I did this song called Why. So I wrote lyrics for it, and then my friend Trisha Denise put the melody on top of it. So I say that's the first song that I
you
ever
wrote.
wrote. Yeah.
What about the first song that you ever wrote and actually produced for yourself?
What was the first song that I wrote? Maybe Dreammaker. It's the song off of my 2021 Lo-Fi EP.
You have a lo-fi EP.
Yeah, I do. So it's 6 tracks of like 1 with vocals and 5 other that's just like instrumental, some orchestral stuff there that's kind of fun. Yeah, so I'd say that was the first one that talagang singing, songwriting, producing, and then I had somebody mix it. So
How was that process like? Wait, I'm curious because lo-fi tracks to me have obviously I have my passion for lo-fi because okay, just to share a little bit, I'm a streamer kasi, so I would stream to lo-fi music and I actually enjoy that stuff. So tell me, what was the process like actually producing an EP?
yeah, a lo-fi EP. So I don't know if it was like part arrogance on my part. I was like, because I listened to lo-fi music and I really liked it because it was so calming, and this was during the middle of the pandemic, and I felt like I needed more of that in my life. So I was like, why don't I make some of my own? I can do this. So I was like, and I had just started learning how to produce then. I felt like it was it was in my style. I felt like I could do it. So I was like, okay, why not? And then I set the goal of like, let's make an EP, 6 tracks, because I'm ambitious that way.
One with vocals.
I know, one with vocals. We can do it, ganyan. And then I messaged this person that was a friend of a friend I've always wanted to work with. I was like, hey, can you mix? What if I did an EP? Blah, blah, blah. What would you charge me? So it was completely self-produced. And I remember talking to my label. I asked them, hi, so I want to do this EP. And they're like, okay, let's set a deadline. So we're like, okay, September 21, 2021. I was like, okay. So that kind of kept me accountable. I think without that deadline, I would have been like, I'm going to finish this project. So it was about parang 4 or 5 months of just making those 6 tracks. And it was a mix of like traditional lo-fi, I'd say, may beats, but I also have like piano with strings there, and other parang, I wouldn't say experimental, just like relaxing piano music, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, but knowing you mentioned that you sort of have a plethora of genres, so talagang you wouldn't know how to describe which lo-fi you actually did for your EP. But how was that experience like, knowing that you actually released something that you enjoyed, listening to yourself?
I'm a super control freak, so I enjoyed being able to really like compose everything myself. So it brought so much creative fulfillment for me. And just having something like that out there is also like, hey, I made that thing. It's like, for example, you make food, right? You make a dish.
Yes.
No matter how it comes out, if you can, now you hear some imperfections, but you're like, I made that thing. I'm so proud of it. So
that's your baby.
Yeah.
Your lo-fi baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so your next song is entitled Verified.
Yes.
Tell us the story behind this track.
So this is a little bit sonically related to the lo-fi era, but it's more R&B. And the inspiration from this is because, so you know the verified blue check mark, right?
Yes.
A lot of my friends have the blue verified check mark, and I was like, I don't got that blue verified check mark. So I was like, ah. I was feeling insecure, and yun nga, I was talking about the imposter syndrome before, diba? So I was just feeling, I was like in my feelings, I'm like, this could be a song. So I started writing about it na parang, oh, you don't need that external validation.
Don't.
Yeah,
You really
parang
don't.
you're worth it as a person. So it's a very like self-love anthem.
And we
Yeah.
need that in our lives. Kasi, lalo na ngayon, you can buy your check marks.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Yeah.
You can.
Really?
You can buy your check marks now. So,
Wow.
kapag wala ka, ibig sabihin, you love yourself. Ganun yan. But I want to hear this track right now. So here's Lian performing her track Verified, only here on 103.5 KYLA.
This is for everybody who's ever felt insecure about who they are, and just to remind you that you don't need that. You're good as you are. Come as you are. Love yourself. Be yourself. And listen to the lyrics, because this one's for you.
Pretty girls posing on my feet, superhumans of a different breed, yeah. Why do I wanna live their lives? What is there to be dissatisfied? No. Even if I know that it's all for show, I'm still learning as I go. Hold myself up high, run and touch the sky. I don't need to prove my worth to you. Oh, there's only one of me. Don't need to be verified, no, verified, no. And I don't need to see my worth through your eyes, no, through your eyes. Nothing's gonna stop this queen. This confidence ain't a smoke screen. Finally ready to be seen. Time to leave her scared behind. What gems are there to find in the quiet of my mind? Blessed by design. Even if I know that it's all for show, I'm still learning as I go. Hold myself up high, run and touch the sky. I don't need to prove my worth to you. There's only one of me. Don't need to be verified, no, verified, no. And I don't need to see my worth through your eyes, no, through your eyes, no. And I don't need to see my worth through your eyes, no, through your eyes, no. There's only one of me. Don't need to be verified, no, verified, no. I don't need no validation from your expectations. I'll find my standing ovation in my own salvation. Yeah. I don't need no validation from your expectations. I'll make my own reputation through my own creations. I don't need to see my worth through your eyes. There's only one of me. Don't need to be verified.
That was Lian with Verified right here on 103.5 KYLA. Grabe. I love the line. This is the one thing that struck to me the most was I'm still learning as I go. Yeah. I love that because literally, why do you need to prove yourself to anyone when I'm still learning, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a constant process of proving. I mean, not proving, but I mean, it's a constant process of becoming. So, yeah.
You just need to own yourself, own your struggles.
Yes. yourself.
Kailangan natin ipasok talaga yun, Gail. Ano
I
ba?
love it, I love it, I love
We
it.
really need to talk about that. Okay, so since this song was born because of social media, this is just a random question. Have you ever Googled yourself?
Yeah.
You have. That is one thing that people have taught me not to do.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes you get all the praises and stuff, but sometimes you will get bashers, and that one comment will literally break your heart.
I get that. Yeah.
Right? So what is the nicest thing that you've ever read about yourself online?
Why is that so hard to recall? Like, I remember the worst thing, but like not the best thing. Ikaw, do you remember?
It wasn't necessarily about me, but it was about something that I made. So
what was
about the lo-fi EP. So I had one person go, I haven't been able, she's a nurse, so I haven't been able to sleep properly in months, but when I listened to your stuff, I was able to fall asleep for the first time in like a long time really well. So that really stuck with me. So it wasn't necessarily about me, but about something that I made.
Right.
So I thought it was really, I thought it was really nice.
That is nice. If I made an EP, a lo-fi EP, I would say, go to sleep, girl. Listen to it.
Tama.
Diba? What
Relax.
about you, Gail? You remember?
Maybe not, I don't know if this is the best, but one of the first I ever saw, it was with Make You Smile. Kasi yun nga, like I just posted on Facebook, no one knows who I am or whatever, cause struggle, right? Then someone messaged me on Instagram actually. It was more so na parang, it's one of her theme songs with her boyfriend now. Because they heard it together on Spotify and then like they fell in love with it and like until now, like that was one of the reasons why I continued writing, because I was like, shucks, if they're able to connect with me on this BS of a song, how much more if I'm actually serious, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah.
Grabe, no? The amount of love that you will get, especially if people sort of relate to your music. I love that. Okay, so if you guys have any questions for either Lian or Gail, we are live on Facebook, facebook.com/1035KLIGHT. Also, our Vibrant Telegram text line up and running as well, 0998-590-3413. I actually have a bunch of questions right here. This one is coming from Louie, who says, "Hi, Lian and Gail. What is your happiest part in making your music?"
Oh.
That is a tough one,
Yeah, I know.
honestly, especially if you love what you're doing.
Gosh, this kind of. I have an answer.
Okay, go.
For me, it's stumbling on something that sounds really nice in your body. I'll explain that.
What do you mean?
I'm like, I realized as it came out of my mouth, I was like,
Please
I gotta
elaborate.
explain that. So, for example, I come across a sound, like I'm searching for a piano sound, and then I'm searching, and then I find something that I really like. I'm like, oh, I like that. Parang ganon. Or like when we were writing the song together, we came across a line, and then I was like, oh, maganda.
Yung parang may kilig.
Yeah. So it's those, it's kind of like treasure hunting or digging for gold. Yung pag nahanap mo na yung gold, parang, ay, ang saya. Yeah. But it's also just that process of digging is fun too.
True.
Yeah.
What about for you, Gail?
It's me finding like a witty way to say something simple. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yes, nagamit ko yung utak ko today. Ganon. Iba yung kilig kasi.
True, that's true. Because you can only say things, a certain way, but if you find like a creative way to say it.
It's like, oh, you weren't expecting that, were you?
I love that. Okay, next question. What is the weirdest song on your Spotify playlist right now?
Weirdest song? Weirdest?
It's something I like just dance to sometimes. It's an Indian song. Tunak Tunak Tun. Like,
That's the title?
yeah, it says. It's like
Oh, it's like a Bollywood song.
no, but
Wait,
I guess kind of in a way.
I think it's a Bollywood song.
I'm not sure. Is it? I guess so.
I guess.
Because if you search the word tunak tunak tun, the MV is super random and it's
Is it?
hilarious. Yeah.
Is that the one that won the Oscar? No.
Girl, no.
Okay.
Bata pa ako nun so hindi. Walang ganun.
What about you, Lian? What is the weirdest song on your Spotify playlist?
Man, I don't know what the weirdest song on my playlist. I have some stuff that's like glitch hip hop.
Glitch
Which, like-
hip hop. What
That's
is
a thing?
that? Yeah. I know
so-
mumble rap, but what is glitch hip
Glitch
hop?
hop is like, yeah, it's a lot of, it's imagine beats with like the synths are like,
So literally glitching.
yeah, glitching.
That's a thing?
Yeah, I've
kinda
also
wanna
got.
hear it.
I kind of want to hear it too. Interesting.
Super interesting. I've also got metal, although it's not weird, but I've got an eclectic kind of range. I've got pop, I've got metal, I've got orchestral.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
It's a rainbow genres. Okay, so if you were to sort of compare yourself to a musical artist, like your style of performing,
Yeah.
who would it be and why? Kasi ako, I would say I'm Beyonce. Charot. No, I'm not. I'm really not. My vibe is not Beyonce at all.
No.
I'm not. No, but you guys, I want to know.
I wouldn't say that you're like that person, but definitely somebody I idolize.
Yeah, okay, someone you idolize.
Is Sarah Bareilles.
Sarah Bareilles.
So her
yes.
writing style, the way that she's conducted her career, I really like the way that she's done music in general, and it's something to look forward to. And she has longevity, so it's really nice.
Actually, that's true. Her songs are always classic.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that, timeless.
Exactly.
What about you, Struggle?
I'm struggling right now, actually. I mean, siguro, kasi for this next to me era that I'm doing right now, it's more so like kind of inspired by Leife. Spelled Lofty, but Leife.
Leife.
But as a performer, Leanne knows this. I have so many moods. So sometimes I'll go Nicole Scherzinger if I want to.
Really?
That kind of thing. Like that. I was that kind of cover artist back in the States. Like, they want upbeat. Gail, do upbeat. Okay, I'll do upbeat for you. You want jazz? I'll do jazz. Ballad? Okay. Like that. So it depends on the mood. The
Depends on
vibe.
your
The Gail buffet.
The Gail Buffett. Oh!
You want sweet, you want salty.
I got it for you.
all.
Eat me all up.
I love that. I mean, that just shows how flexible you are as an artist, right? It means you can do a lot of genres, and you might get signed for a lot of things,
Yeah.
right? All right. So our next performer is going to be Gail.
Yeah.
This track is called "She Used to Be Mine."
Yeah.
Okay, explain and why.
So this is from the musical Waitress. Why am I talking like this? I guess it's paying tribute to one of my roots in music talaga, which is musical theater. Because I went to school where we only sang classical music and musical theater. And so this is like another side of me, because you heard the jazzy side, the lo-fi side. So there's another one for you guys here on KLITE.
Love that.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to talk about your musical theater experience.
Yeah.
So what was that like? And then transitioning into actually becoming an artist yourself, right? How was that transition like?
That transition. So actually before that, I was more into pop and ballads. Then when I went to school, they were like, you have to sing theater. And I'm like, okay, let's try this. And I guess getting into theater made me appreciate what it means to storytell. And that influenced the way that I write. So like, in a way, I like to be very blatant and straightforward in what I'm saying. And also with the way I perform, like I can't just like sit and perform. I have to like do something.
Yes.
To really showcase what the song is about.
Yes,
You
because
know?
it's not about singing, it's about performing.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's so different because musical theater is like, ah, and then like pop music, right?
The difference
It's
is like
very different.
it's the opposite ends of the spectrum, so it's
Yeah.
just going to be difficult for you. And I'm glad that you actually sort of found that sweet spot for you to actually perform and showcase your talent. So here to perform her track, "She Used to Be Mine," here is Gail right here on 103.5 KLITE.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me in these shoes and this apron. That place and its patrons have I've taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be. Although it's true, I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through the back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two to that girl that I knew who was reckless just enough, who gets hurt but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little to bring back the fire in her eyes that was gone, but she used to be mine. Oh, it used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Gail. She used to be mine right here on 103.5 KYLA. Grabe, I felt like I was watching a performance. Honestly. Cause you hear the emotion. You feel and hear the emotions when you were singing that track. And I'm just like,
Oh, thank
yes,
you.
girl, go get it. The struggle. I did not see the struggle when you were singing that track.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so let's venture into what your future plans are as artists. No, so as you mentioned earlier, you guys wrote a song together, and did you guys produce that together as well?
No, I'm lagging.
I just hopped into the song because she needed help.
Yeah, so I was producing it, and then I asked her if she could go write with me. So I think next steps, still trying to figure out like the production. We'll see how it goes.
But that is something that we might hear, probably,
Yeah.
most likely here, right
We'll
here on
update
KYLA.
you guys.
But what about for your plans personally as solo artists? Are you guys currently writing songs? Are you guys on tour? Are you guys doing a little something? What are you guys up to?
I guess we're doing this promo tour of our singles right now. So that's why we're here on KLite. I do want to venture into like writing for other artists as well, and also showing my different colors as Struggle, because it's more so jazzy as of right now, and I want to show the other genres that I could tackle. But yeah, I really want to work with LIAN more actually, because it's so easy to work with her. Like, we just get each other.
I can tell.
While we were writing, actually, like, I'll have a concept. It'll be like mumbo jumbo, and she'll make it into something. So this, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I like it.
You have the pieces, and she puts it all together.
She does. She does.
I love
The
that.
jigsaw person.
Yeah, as a jigsaw person, because I'm like always writing. Sometimes you're on the toilet. Sometimes you're just like, oh, this is a nice melody. Oh, that's a nice line. And I think you could relate too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes in the shower, sometimes in random places. Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep on writing.
Yeah,
for
keep
me.
on writing. What about you?
So for me, I have another single coming out sometime in July, maybe. Yeah, so abangan. And then I think something else in August. We'll see. Some more new music that I've been working on.
I love that.
Yeah.
Can you give us like sort of like a story behind what you're releasing?
Okay.
Yung sa July na lang muna.
Okay.
Yun na lang muna.
So the one in July is an OST that I wrote for an upcoming movie. And it's a different sound for me, and it's a collab as well. So I'm very excited to be sharing it.
Of course you would already know about this.
Sorry.
Why am I surprised? But I am looking forward to hearing that.
It's very exciting. It's pop rock kind of. Pop rock R&B. So it's different genre.
It is
Yeah.
completely different from the songs that you were singing earlier. So I'm super excited for that one. But this last track that you have for us, it's called Only Have Today. Talk to me about this.
So this one is the single that I'm promoting, and we made the song with Lugo Gonzalez and Ali J in a session in LA, and it was a new experience for me to be writing with other people, different cultures, and it was a great learning experience. Like, both of them are so extremely talented and generous with their time. They've been in the industry for a long time, so it was nice to be able to learn how they think about pop writing and melodies and songwriting. But for this song, I came to them with a lyric, which is, if I only have today, can I love you anyway? And then I was like, can we build off of this, please? Just inspired by my pandemic experience, my pandemic love. So yeah, and then they built off of that, and then we kind of wanted to make it an anthem to celebrate being brave with your life and with love in general, and just take the chance when you can. So yeah.
So would you say that this next track, Only Have Today, sort of, it's your vulnerable song?
I suppose so.
Kasi with how you explained it, parang, can you please write off of this line? And it's based off of my experience. I really want to,
Actually, now that you put it that way, Ali, I'm like, I guess that's why I feel so vulnerable when I sing
when you
this
sing
song.
juicy. Parang gusto ko makipag-chismisan later. No, but I'm looking forward to hearing this track. But this next song is being brought to us by Cherry for Tangkad Sagad, here to perform her latest single, Only Have Today. Here's LIAN, right here on 103.5 KLite.
Rain falls, the air is heavy. 'Cause I can taste you, I can feel you every second, everywhere. You come in to get me. I'm counting every millisecond like eternity. Yeah. How can I stop my heart from running? Everything that I want, but I feel like running. Nothing lasts, but I won't stop loving. Holding my hand firmly steady. If I only had today, Could I love you anyway? If I only had today, could I love you anyway? Love you, only half today. 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 You're here, I'm here, don't let this go. And through the cracks you see my life. How can I stop my heart from running? Holding my hand finally steady. If I only had today, could I love you anyway? If I only had today, could I love you anyway? Love you, only half today. 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 Dito lang, wanna be now. 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 If I only had today, could I love you anyway? If I only had today, could I love you anyway?
That was LIAN with Only Have Today right here on 103.5 KYLA. Grabe, I'm looking forward to actually hearing the studio version of that one, because if the live version was already amazing, imagine if I actually listened to the studio version. But if you want to, oh wait, by the way, that song was brought to us by Cherry for Tangkad Sagad. If you guys want to hear more of LIAN and Gail, Struggle, where can they hit you up over on your social media accounts?
You could hit me up on Struggle, STRUGGAIL, everywhere in all your favorite social media platforms, as well as Gail Banawis, GAIL BANAWIS.
Yes, and you
Galing
can
magspell.
A+.
Yes.
You can find me on all social media platforms. My name is LIAN, LIAN Jogi. That's DYOGI. And then you can also find this track under the same name, Only Have Today, on Spotify and all streaming platforms worldwide.
What about, do you guys have any upcoming gigs that you want to plug, or your latest singles?
So aside from streaming the singles, please continue to also listen to the lyric video. It's up on the Star Music Philippines YouTube channel. Same with Gail. And also just for me, please abangan ang mga bagong songs to come.
Yes.
Sa susunod na kabarata.
I mean, same. Retweet. Yeah.
Retweet.
Retweet.
Reblog. All right, thank you again. Tumblr.
Oh my gosh, Tumblr.
I know that the age reveal is getting real. Anyway,
I love Tumblr.
Don't we all just love Tumblr?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, before this, conversation gets any longer, thank you again so much to you, LIAN and Gail, for joining me today. Headed on next after this short break is Take It On You by TLC, so don't go anywhere.
The best performers take center stage every week on Spotlight. Heard live on air from the KYLA studios and seen live online through our streaming channel. The best local talent delivered straight to you the way only we can. Spotlight, exclusively on 103.5 KYLA.